Now let us see the numbers which are floating point, floating data types in Java. Now the numbers which have fractional parts, they are the floating data types. Now we have two types of data types available under the floating data type. One is the float and the other one is double. Now let us first see what is a float data type. How do we write? What is the range? Now floating point float is a 32-bit single precision variable, and Java follows the IEEE 754 format for floating point variables. Now there are two ways in which we can define a floating point value. One is the decimal format. We say float myval is equal to a value and append a f to this. Now this is important because if you don't append the f to this becomes a altogether different literal. So you must remember that when you create a float value, the value that you assign to the variable must have f appended to it. It can be a caps uppercase f or it can be a lowercase f. Now same value, if we need to write in the exponential format, you can write as I need 444.44, so I can write 4.44's e to power 2. So this will be multiplied by 10 to power 2, and accordingly this will give you the same value. So this is how we specify in the exponential format or scientific format, and this is how we specify in the decimal format. So let us see how we do this in code. Now as you can see, if I miss out the f, I get an error. So that we'll shortly see why there's an error there if we forget this f. Now I append this f to this. So as soon as I append, this becomes a legitimate value and float variable is sufficed. So let me print this, and let me also, so I declare another variable and give it a same value, but this is in the exponential format, and we print both of them to see if they're same. So as you can see, in this case the values are same, except that it has missed out these values, the decimal point, because we missed out 2 4s here. Okay, so this is it. So these are two ways how we can write down a float value. Now there are some special floating values too we need to remember. Suppose I divide myval by 0.0. So if you divide by an integer division, this is an error or an exception. But if you divide in a floating point, this is a certain value that comes, it is positive infinity, and if I have this number as a negative to this number, then this comes to be negative infinity. So these are values which are defined in the floating point, and they are also part of a class called float. So in floating point, dividing by 0 won't lead to an exception, rather it will give you an exception, either positive infinity or a negative infinity. It has another value that is not a number, that comes if you divide 0.0 with 0.0. So this will give you a value which is NaN, which is not a number. So these are some values in the floating number, the floating point, that you must remember, that don't generate an error. So if you compare this with the integer division, where there is an exception, but in this case there is a legitimate value.